McLaren built the fastest car in 2025. But here's the twist. Their biggest threat isn't Red Bull, it's not Ferrari, it's themselves. Because inside that orange rocket ship sit two drivers, separated by just 9 points, and they're about to collide in a battle that could define both of their careers. So buckle up. We're breaking down McLaren's dominance, Piastri's rise, Norris's fight back, and why this could turn into the most explosive teammate rivalry since Hamilton versus Rosberg. And here's the kicker. McLaren might not even care who wins, as long as they crush the rest of the grid. But how long can that last before it all blows up? Quick question before we dive in. If you had to put money on it right now, who takes it, Piastri or Norris? Drop your pick in the comments. Let's start with the car, because this season, McLaren shocked everyone. Heading into 2025, most expected Red Bull to keep winning. Ferrari maybe. But McLaren? Few saw this coming. Andrea Stella's team built something special, the fastest, most consistent car on the grid. Even Stella admitted he's surprised. And when the team boss says that, you know it's serious. Race after race, the papaya cars are untouchable. Double podiums, pole positions, consistency everywhere. Right now, the only real threat to a McLaren driver is the other McLaren driver. And if you've watched F1 for a while, you know exactly how dangerous this can get. Hamilton versus Rosberg, Vettel versus Weber, Prost versus Senna. Which rivalry was the most intense in your opinion? History tells us this. When teammates fight, the fireworks are unforgettable. So let's meet the two drivers at the center of McLaren's storm. Oscar Piastri, just 2 years into his F1 career, and he's leading the World Championship. That's insane. Let's not forget, Piastri dominated the junior categories, F3 champ, F2 champ. But even then, people thought he'll need time. Norris is too good, too experienced. Well, guess what? Piastri didn't wait around. So what makes him so good? 3 things. Calm under pressure. This kid doesn't flinch. You throw him into wheel-to-wheel combat and he looks ice cold. 1-lap pace. His qualifying speed is razor sharp. Often he's starting ahead of Norris. Consistency. He isn't reckless. No big crashes, no silly mistakes. And in a title fight, that's priceless. Right now, he's got a 9-point lead. But here's the danger. In F1, 9 points is nothing. 1 DNF, 1 bad pit stop, 1 rain-soaked chaos race, and it flips. So here's the question. Can Oscar keep that cool when the pressure hits boiling point? Because the deeper this title fight goes, the hotter it gets. Now, let's talk about the other side of the garage. Lando Norris. Lando has been the face of McLaren for years. He put in the grind, he stuck with them when results were painful, he dragged this team back to the top. And finally, he's got the car to fight for a championship. But now, his own teammate is stealing the spotlight. And for Norris, that burns. So what are his weapons? Racecraft. Lando's tire management and late race charges? Elite? Experience. He knows the tracks. He knows the grind of a full season. Confidence. This is the moment he's been waiting for. And he knows it. We've already seen flashes, daring overtakes, bold strategies, big drives. The kind of stuff that makes fans believe he's a future world champion. But here's the danger. When 2 drivers are this hungry, the team faces a nightmare scenario. Managing 1 title contender is tough. Managing 2 inside the same garage? That's a tightrope walk. Right now, McLaren says, we don't care who wins, we just want the constructors' title. And on paper, that sounds easy. But let's be real. When one driver edges ahead, politics creep in. We've already seen hints. Sharp radio messages. Close wheel-to-wheel moments that made fans hold their breath. Nothing dramatic, yet. But everyone remembers how fast things can spiral. Think about it. Mercedes 2016, Red Bull 2010, McLaren 2007. Once trust breaks, every strategy call feels like favoritism. Every overtake becomes a flashpoint. Andrea Stella's job? Keep both drivers happy, keep them focused. But in reality, it's one of the hardest jobs in motorsport. And the stakes couldn't be higher, because one mistake could decide the championship. We're finally just a few subs away from 1,000. If you enjoy this video, hit subscribe and make sure you turn on the bell so you never miss a new video. Okay, let's continue. So, let's talk numbers. 9 points. That's it. That's all that separates Norris and Piastri heading into the second half of the season. In F1 terms, that's basically nothing. One retirement, one botched pit stop, one safety car, and the lead flips instantly. Here's how it stacks up. Piastri has raw speed and composure. Norris has experience and racecraft. But here's the wild card. The season is long, 20-plus races, unpredictable weather, reliability gremlins. Anything can happen, and that's the beauty of F1. It's not just about being fast, it's about being bulletproof under pressure. Imagine the final race of the season. Norris and Piastri, wheel to wheel for the championship. Who do you back in that showdown? And if you think this rivalry is already dramatic, wait until you see the ripple effects it could have beyond 2025. This fight isn't just about the 2025 title, it's about legacy. For Oscar Piastri, winning now would cement him as a superstar, the rookie who beat Lando Norris in only his second season. For Norris, losing would cut deep. After years of loyalty, years of building this team, to be beaten now could change everything. And then there's McLaren itself. Can they hold on to both drivers if this rivalry turns toxic? We've seen it before. When teams implode, drivers start looking elsewhere. Fans love the drama. But for McLaren's leadership, this is a potential headache. Their dream season could easily become their worst nightmare. But here's the million-dollar question. Can McLaren survive their own success? So here we are, 2 McLaren drivers, 1 dominant car, and just 9 points between them. No matter how this ends, the 2025 season will be remembered for the storm inside the Papaya garage. And that's what makes this so special. It's not just about who crosses the line first. It's about legacy, about pressure, about what happens when the dream of domination turns into an all-out civil war. Now, I want to hear from you. Who do you think will write their name into history? Piastri, the young gun rewriting expectations? Or Norris, the loyal fighter finally taking his shot? Drop your predictions below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't just hit like and subscribe. Make sure to turn on that notification bell. That way, you'll be the first to see when we dive into the next big rivalry brewing on the F1 grid. Because trust me, if you think Piastri versus Norris is wild, wait until you see what's coming next.